Today we're continuing on to part 2 of our 20-year Hersheypark Editions video. If you haven't seen part 1, go ahead and check it out before watching this video by clicking on the card in the upper right, or by clicking the link in the description. Now, on to the video. We left off in 2009 and are moving on to both 2010 and 2011. In both of these years, Hersheypark did not add anything notable. In turn, there were also no attractions removed from the park in 2010 or 2011 either. In 2011, one thing changed in preparation for 2012 though. Tilt-A-Whirl was relocated from Comet Hollow to the Carousel Circle and Founders Circle. Rather than adding physical attractions in these years, Hersheypark began teasing Project 2012. In 2012, we saw one of the most popular coasters open at Hersheypark, Skyrush. Skyrush debuted as an Intamin wing coaster prototype and the first wing coaster to go above 200 feet, bringing the first hypercoaster to Hersheypark. I think it's also important to mention the infamous Skyrush path was also paved where the sunken gardens existed, as a way for guests to easily walk to the new coaster immediately right out of the gate. To round out this major new addition, the Comet Hollow section of the park was condensed down to the new name, the Hollow. At the year's closure, Roller Soaker was removed to make way for 2013's plans. 2013 was a Boardwalk year, and with no more room to expand, it meant getting rid of the old and making way for the new. With Roller Soaker gone, the park replaced the space surrounding the station with the Shoreline Spray Ground, a family splash pad, as well as many other shade areas and lounge chairs. Some extra room was made occupied by 2 more slides at the Coastline Plunge. Hydro and Pipeline were constructed within this area and made the already popular slide complex even more popular. The Christmas Candy Lane season added an additional entertainment offering named Rudolph's Skating Pond, where guests could rent skates and skate on a small plastic ice skating rink. The year ended with one of the most saddening removals in my opinion. Tiny Timbers operated until the conclusion of the season, when it was suddenly demolished to make way for one of next year's new attractions. 2014 focused on the kids, and at last a kiddie coaster arrived to Hersheypark in the form of Coco Cruiser, a Zamperla family gravity coaster. Prior, Trailblazer was considered the introductory coaster for kids wanting to ride their first roller coaster. More Zamperla attractions were added, with Teacups and Sweet Swing being constructed in the hollow adjacent to Comet Station. A major shift was made into renaming nearly all of the regions towards the front of Hersheypark. Tudor Square, Rhineland, Founders Circle, and Music Box Way were all connected to create Founders Way, and Minetown was renamed appropriately to Kissing Tower Hill. The miniature train located in Midway America was removed and put into Hersheypark storage, where it still remains today. After some teasing online, Hersheypark announced and debuted Laugh Track, the first indoor spinning glow coaster. This ride was manufactured by Maurer and opened in Midway America as the park's 13th coaster. This was also Hersheypark's first attempt at building a roller coaster with theming involved in not only the queue, but the ride itself. In order for Laugh Track to be built, the Pony Parade and Granny Bug's kiddie rides were relocated shortly down the path across from the Ferris wheel. 2015 also was the first year that Hersheypark opened roller coasters for Christmas Candy Lane. The coasters that opened for the first time during this event were Super Duper Looper, Wildcat, Laugh Track, and Coco Cruiser. With Hersheypark consistently adding major attractions and removing for future seasons the past 3 to 4 years, 2016 was treated as an off year for the park. Many general park improvements were made, particularly to dining locations, with the addition of some new locations. New signage was added to some attractions as well, one of which was the Pirate. One of Hersheypark's most missed rides to date was removed, that being the Flying Falcon, located on Kissing Tower Hill. 2017 began Hersheypark's modern era of new additions, with a focus on branding their attractions to fit the Hershey Company image. This was seen in the construction of Hershey's Triple Tower, a much-needed thrill ride for the park. These were dubbed the first choose-your-own thrill drop towers in the world, being added to Kissing Tower Hill. A few kiddie rides sat where the Triple Towers stand today and had to be relocated around the park. Both the Convoy and Frog Hopper were moved to Flying Falcon's former location, while the Red Baron was moved to Pioneer Frontier next to Fahrenheit. A Chick-fil-A building was constructed across from the Music Box Theater and remains one of the most popular places to grab a bite to eat inside of the park. Finally, Sidewinder was added to the lineup of coasters able to operate during the Christmas Candy Lane season. The following season brings us to the Boardwalk for its final expansion within these 20 years. Pro Slides introduced two new world record-breaking attractions with Breaker's Edge Water Coaster and Whitecap Racer. Breaker's Edge debuted as the only water coaster to feature 3 open-air flying saucer turns, and Whitecap Racer opened as the longest mat slide in the world. Both of these attractions were strategically squeezed into the remaining space Roller Soaker had left over since its removal. Breaker's Edge is considered Hersheypark's 14th coaster, though controversial amongst many because it is a water attraction. Wrapping out the year, Reese's Extreme Cup Challenge cycles its last riders before being closed at the end of the Hersheypark in the Dark season. With 2018 out of the way, 2019 started fresh with the new Reese's Cup Fusion, a re-theme and retrack of Reese's Extreme Cup Challenge. Sally Corporation brings a new storyline to the ride with new characters, new trains, new targets, and new effects like smells, lights, fog, and air jets. A gift shop is also constructed through the exit of the attraction as an immediate after-attraction experience. HP Go is implemented, adding a new procedure to how guests can access different services throughout their day, such as the Fast Track Unlimited and ride photos from Whitecap Racer and Reese's Cup Fusion. The entire season was affected by the announcement and groundbreaking of the newly announced expansion proposed for 2020, called Chocolate Town. This forced Hersheypark to make a temporary entrance surrounded by construction fences. During Christmas Candy Lane, the entrance was located between the Claw and the Playdome Arcade. Construction progressed through the entire 2019 operating season and into 2020. The year started strong with Chocolate Town on its way to open in 2020, but COVID halted construction's efforts to power on. Eventually, after many unexpected delays, Hersheypark was able to open up to the guests once again, with the majority of Chocolate Town finished on July 3rd. Chocolate Town added an entirely new front entrance experience, heightened security measures, a Hershey Kiss-shaped fountain, a new location for the carousel, a Starbucks, 2 new shopping experiences, Hyperdeck, a new virtual reality gaming experience, and of course the park's 15th coaster, Candemonium. Candemonium was built by B&M and opened as the park's tallest, fastest, longest, and sweetest roller coaster featuring 3 candy-themed trains. The only experiences that were delayed to open until 2021 were Milton's Ice Cream Parlor, the Sweetery Confectionery Kitchen, and the Chocolatier Bar and Patio. The expansion cost a record-breaking $150 million to construct and ended out these 20 years with a bang and a bright future for what Hersheypark might add in the next 20 years. And just like that, we've reached the end of the past 20 years. Without question, Hersheypark has ridiculously changed so much during this era of the park's life. What are some of your favorite additions from the past 20 years? What are your least favorite? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to like this video and subscribe to the Sweet Seat to see more Hersheypark content. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.